Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Tony Plays The Binding of Isaac. Hope everyone's doing alright. Everyone's doing just fine and dandy, one might say. I myself am doing pretty good. Tired, but it's Saturday. So you know what that means, fellas. No crazy obligations, no work, no nothing. I just get to relax and enjoy. I get to relax and enjoy my day, as one might say, which is a great thing, you know, in my opinion. Because I don't know why, I feel like I've been a very busybody this week, you know what I mean? I feel like I've had a lot to do. I've done a lot. I've kind of been worrying about a lot. You know, I feel like I never had time to record. I'm gonna be real with you. Like almost the entirety of this past week, I feel like I've never had a proper time to just sit down, record an Isaac episode, and just kind of chill out, relax while I do it. You know what I mean? I always feel like I've been under like a heavy pressure or something like that. But now I don't have to worry about this. Instead, I get to just relax, kind of, now, you know? Here's what we're gonna do. Place you here. Left. Is it worth it? I don't think it's worth it. It's not worth dying over, potentially. You know, okay, let's buy BOGO bombs. I have an idea. Let's buy BOGO bombs to make bombs, you know, drop in twos, and then we shall see. Okay, anyways, hope everyone's doing all right. Yeah, like I said, I feel like I have had not nearly enough time as I would definitely like to just kind of sit down, record an Isaac episode, chill out, just kind of have fun, you know what I mean? I feel like this past week has been very, I've always been doing something, but now I get to just kind of relax a nice Saturday morning, and if we're going by my end, love Saturdays, man. Honestly, it's easily, I think, the best day of the week. No ifs, ands, or buts, you know what I mean? Just because, like, no one ever really does anything Saturdays. It's just kind of like a relaxed day. If anything, like, you might have plans to hang out on a Saturday, which in my opinion, that's also super really good and fine and dandy, because, you know what I mean? Plans on a Saturday, brother. You don't have to worry about anything crazy, because guess what? It's Saturday. If you end up, or I guess it depends on your schedule. For me, I don't have to worry about like staying out late or anything, because I can just go to bed, wake up Sunday. You know, it's peak. It's peak in my opinion. Absolutely one of the best days. But I'm not here to discuss what the best days of the freaking week are. I'm low-key just here to kind of vibe, you know, to just record Isaac, have fun, talk about whatever the hell I want. We started off with a solid run here. Or at least the foundations of a solid run. I need to be careful though with what happens here, because things could take a very bad turn if you're catching my drift. And if you don't catch my drift, well, what I mean is I'm still playing Jacob and Esau. You know, they're not exactly God's easiest characters. So if I don't pay attention, if I don't play it safe, I could very well just lose a potentially amazing run. So I'm gonna try my best not to. Honestly, you're gonna think I'm a little crazy. I think we're gonna go rock Notched Axe. Just because if I remember correctly, I believe Notched Axe lets you open up secret rooms, which is just perfect, fine, and dandy by me. You know what I mean? I never have to worry about bombs for secret rooms again. I can just bam, hit them with one of those. It's in my opinion, very, very good. I think maybe perhaps a little underrated even. But, you know, besides that going on, I'm just trying to enjoy my day. I don't really have any plans besides maybe just kind of game or look into wrapping up anything that needs to be done in terms of like the game jam or something. I'm only nervous because I suck, you know? I'm nervous because I don't necessarily know what I'm doing half the fucking time. So part of me is like, I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna do, you know, truth be told. Also, I realized I used the key here. Might be here. Never mind. I used the key to open up the chest, but I didn't have a key with me, like an extra key to just kind of use. So I don't think it was a bad idea, but it was like, you know, like, be careful, man. Oh my god, you know, like, speaking of just the fact that it's a nice Saturday, I get to relax and I'm just kind of playing Isaac, talking about nothing. There's one thing I do kind of want to slightly discuss, and I don't know if you guys have seen this. Maybe it's just a me thing, or who knows. It's everywhere on my TikTok feed, and I have not seen it infect Instagram yet, but like most things, at some point it's probably going to end up on, you know, it's going to end up just going to Instagram given enough time. Might be thinking, Tony, what are you speaking on today? What brain rot could you possibly have cooked up today? It is... There has been a massive spike, a massive uptick in what I think is something that may have gone too far. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about the LeBron, the LeBron glaze. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not super sports inclined. Once again, I prefer American football to like other sports. That was, I think, the worst damage I've had in a while. What the hell was that? But, you know, I'm not a basketball guy. I'm an American football guy. I'm not super in the NBA. I do like the memes that people produce, and I think they're very funny. But there's one thing. It's gone, in my opinion, too far. It has reached a level I never thought I'd see reached in our lifetime. And that is the like, I don't know how to describe this without making it sound stupid, but it's what it is. People have been glazing LeBron to an insane degree. They are making whole ass songs about this guy. Might be thinking, Tony, what the hell are you talking about? All over TikTok at the moment, there are people singing their heart out to parodies of real music talking about LeBron. One that comes to mind immediately is, if you know Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. Absolutely great song, you know. You know, one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs all time. There is a version, not called Man in the Mirror. It is called Man on the Lakers. And it is literally, I'm not even joking, its sole thing is being just like a LeBron like glaze song. I don't know how else to describe it really. It's people singing their praises of LeBron James over different, you know, over different songs, and I've heard them all. They're crazy, you know. Man on the Lakers, I will sing y'all an excerpt of the song. It is quite literally a song about LeBron James, and it, you know, I'm gonna see if I can try to remember it, because it like starts off like first verse. There's only one part I remember because it's always the clip everyone uses. It's, they traded Luka, Don, A. Reeves, and then LeBron, the real big three. They changed AD because they needed change, or something like that. You know, they traded AD because they needed change. And you got to say his name. His name is LeBron James. I'm talking about the man on the Lakers. I'm asking you to say his name. And I'm being so real with y'all. It has infected everything. Man, I cannot escape it. My entire feed was literally like, I was scrolling Brain Rot last night with my friends. My entire feed was literally LeBron James, like these song posts. And I don't know what to do, brother. You know what I mean? What am I to do if I'm over here every like second video being serenaded by someone making a parody of a song, you know, praising the greatness of LeBron James? It's getting out of hand, and that's low key. That's not the only one, you know. If we're being honest here, that's not the only one. Who has the worst luck? You have the worst thing. We're not going in there because we do not agree in going in there. But dude, I'm not even joking. Like, no joke. It's just LeBron. I'm sorry, I had a hiccup. It's just LeBron glaze. It's too out of hand. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate to say it, but that Man on the Lakers song is stuck in my head. I quite literally found myself earlier this morning just like walking around the house, just doing tasks, singing the song. It's like, and you gotta say his name. His name is LeBron James. I'm talking about the man on the Lakers. LeBron, I'm asking you to say his name. LeBron. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if y'all hear me like belting out my heart and soul here, but I can't escape it, man. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, they're kind of good. It's getting out of hand. People have made these parodies, and I'm not gonna lie to you, they're kind of very good. One, and I kind of can't stop listening to them, bruh. I'm gonna be real, you know. His name is LeBron James, and we're talking about the man on the Lakers. I'm asking you to say his name. Like I don't honestly look. I'm gonna be real with you. I couldn't tell you. You know what I mean. I couldn't tell you about it like in any other way other than like it feels kind of crazy. You know what I mean? To praise another human being in such a way, it's a little baffling to me. Because like I be hearing people speak about LeBron like he saved their life or something. You know what I mean? Like they owe their livelihood to this man, to LeBron James. No doubt, who knows how much money he's made people through via sports betting or something like that. But like even then, like you know LeBron's gonna win one, so that you can't possibly make that much money off of him, right? You know what I mean? Like the odds are never gonna be in your favor because bro's just too good. But it's just like, bro, like it's out of hand. You know what I mean? It's out of hand, and I can't. It's not that I can't support it. I'm just baffled by it. You know what I'm like? I'm just like, brother. It's crazy that I grabbed that because I'm never gonna use it. Why? I'm not trying to die, bro. His name is LeBron James. I'm talking about the man on the Lakers. LeBron. Dude, I'm cooked. I'm so cooked. The brain rot is consuming me, and it's not gonna get out of my head. I think I'm genuinely cooked, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to reveal it to y'all, but I think I genuinely might be cooked because this song is stuck in my head, and I don't think it's gonna get out. I think you should grab it. There you go. And then here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put a bomb here. Maybe get one. No, not a 1? Okay, I guess. It's Gabriel, of course it would be. Of course it'd be Gabriel's annoying ass. I hate this. Hate this guy. His name is LeBron James. I'm talking about the man on the Lakers. Dude, I need to stop. The brain rot is consuming me because I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's stuck in my head and I feel like I can't stop singing it. Like I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Like I'm just, a part of me is baffled just because like this level of like idol, what's the word I'm thinking of? You know, looking up to a human being like this, it can't be healthy for the regular human spirit, right? Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I have seen one, I hope it's completely ironic, but just crazy debates regarding like a man of LeBron's nature. You know, I once saw a tweet, I'm once again hoping all satire and not real, saying how like some dude thought that LeBron could beat up prime Mike Tyson because he's just built different, you know? And it's like my brother in Christ. Prime Mike Tyson, I think, was out here killing people, you know? May not be true. That might be slanderous, but the funny sentiment is still there. That necessarily may not be true, but the funny sentiment is still there. Prime Mike Tyson would absolutely devastate another human being in a fight. And Mr. King James is no different, I dare say. You know what I mean? It's just, we worship a talking peanut for Pete's sake, or what is it, whatever SpongeBob said? You know what I mean? That's the shit I'm talking about, bro. That's the shit I'm talking about. This level of, I can't help but say anything other than glaze, because that's what it truly is. This level of glaze for another human being just cannot be healthy, brother. You know what I mean? It simply cannot be healthy. I'm talking about the man on the Lakers. I'm asking you to say his name, dude. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I gotta shut up. More like, that's what's more like. I gotta shut up, bro. It's stuck in my brain and it's not coming out. So it's best I just keep my mouth shut a little more so I don't have to worry about accidentally belting it out. You know what I mean? Dude, the part that makes it so much funnier is that they're good, man. I don't know what to tell you. I wish I could just post them here, but I think they're like getting taken down due to copyright or something, which kind of like makes sense. But like, dude, still, the shit is so funny, bro. I'm not playing, man. I hate Mask of Infamy. Okay, I think you deserve that. You deserve that. Perfect. I'm sorry. I can't stop. I feel like other than just this LeBron glaze I've been speaking on. Oh, whoopsie. What did I just do? Dude, I hate that the way I have my microphone set up. There's a freaking cord that will always constantly press. First of all, I didn't even know there was a shortcut for the snip tool on my keyboard. Apparently there is, and I keep fucking pressing it on accident because I dare try and move my keyboard around, or I dare try and move my microphone around. Like, it's so counterintuitive isn't the right word necessarily, but like it's annoying. It annoys the hell out of me, bro. You know, it's so dumb. I know. I was saying, never mind, because once I was gonna mention something. I was gonna be like, it would be cool if I had like maybe a wireless headset of the sorts, you know what I mean? Speaking on that, but I just remember each time I think about having a wireless headset, one, the microphone quality is never good. Two, it is absolutely horrible to deal with like something like a SteelSeries because, I mean, I've ranted on SteelSeries before. I'll do it again, but they freaking blow, dude. Teleport 2.0? I'm gonna be real. I think we do take it. Might be a crazy. No, I don't even think that's crazy. Notched Axe has served us gratefully, you know? Notched Axe has served us well. Thank you for your service, little bro. You will be remembered and missed. But it's like, I don't want to deal with any BS software. I already get mad enough at technology as is, you know what I mean? I don't need to express even more anger towards it due to some, not dumb mishap, but I mean, you know. I might be able to pick up what I'm putting down or something. Technology be pissing me off sometimes, you know? You don't need me to say it. I made a whole damn video on it, and it's the truth. It's, by God, it's the bloody truth. That technology just be pissing me the hell off sometimes. And honestly, the easier I can make my life, not to sound like I'm insane or going off the deep end of any kind, but like, I don't want to have to deal with any more like, oh, I did not want to give you jumper cables, but you know what? I guess so be it. It's what's the word I'm thinking of? Let's donate. I feel like I've bombed you more than enough and I haven't shown you enough love, so let's donate. Heyo! Oh, and you jammed. Thank you. Greatly appreciate you jamming on me just last second there, man. I really needed that in my life. Okay, but I kind of forgot what I was going on about. A low-key. Not that I've been going on about much. Honestly, I know this episode isn't necessarily like crazy talking points wise. I'm just kind of playing Isaac at this point, and I'm happy. I'm just playing Isaac at this point because low-key, one, not I'm tired, but like I just want, oh, I remember. At risk of sounding like I'm on the verge of going insane, like I don't need more things like headed towards the snap, you feel me? I just kind of want to live my life normal and chill out and chillax. I don't want to have to deal with anything that might push me over this non-existent edge because once again, I do not want to sound like I'm crazy. I'm not like on the edge. Everything you say to me brings me one step closer to the edge and I'm about to break. I'm not that type of deal. But you know. Look, I just want my life to be easy. Is that so much to ask? You know what I mean? A part of me just wants my life to be nice and easy. I don't have to worry about much. I can kind of just relax on that, one might say. Also, I've taken a lot of bad damage. Specifically, Jacob is taking a lot of bad damage. What's up with that? I feel Esau had literally taken 0. Esau is rocking full HP from when we had him. Why is bro not? Okay. I need damage on you. And then we full card out, and then here's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna get rid of your permanent Polaroid invincibility. Maybe that didn't need to happen, but I wasn't sure. So I just said, screw it. I'm going to have you get rid of your what's it called? I was gonna have bro get rid of it. Okay, not a. We weren't feeling generous today, game? Or no. We weren't feeling generous or nothing. Where's that Hangman card? Where is that Hangman card? That could be beautiful. That room could be beautiful, as they say. Okay, perfect. This is what I need. You would be a boss trap. You fucking would, wouldn't you, dude? Oh, I hate you so much. Oh, I hate you so much. Are there batteries anywhere? It looks like there's kind of one. might be able to make do. Country girls make do, you know what they say. I'm so sorry. This should theoretically take me to the boss trap. Yes. Range, luck, and a soul heart. I want, you know what? Luck is cumulative. I'm sorry. I don't know why I like yelled for a second. Luck is cumulative, so I will take it on, bro. Just because he needs the soul heart one. Okay, but yo, hello? I'm sorry. I don't want to get mad. I'm just, one, glad to just be able to relax. Okay, what the hell? I'm just glad to kind of be able to relax and play some Isaac without having to worry about any, not prior commitments necessarily, but you know what I mean. Hold up. Wait a minute. He might be the greatest Isaac player of all time. He kind of hit that shit though. All right, where's the hangman? There you are, motherfucker. There you are. All right. Give me a second. Let me try something out in this room here. Hey, oh, okay. Okay, all right. Well, easily we already know what the best play here is. We get you there, blow you up, charge up. And then we kind of just win. Oh man, oh man, oh, sorry. Pause? Really? This shit sucks. Who's grabbing any of this? Right here. Temperance. Temperance. Thank you, game. That was a net positive. We made money from that. Okay, but yeah, I'm just, like I said, I'm just happy to be able to relax and not have to worry about like anything crazy or kind of chatting it up. I feel like my last few episodes have been not very intense. That's not the word I'm speaking here, but like, you know what I mean? I feel like I've talked about a lot, you know, with every episode can't be a banger one, you know, I guess is the thought process kind of I'm having here. So it's nice to have an episode that's more low key, in my opinion, you know, it's more chill, a little bit more low key. Just kind of just watching Tony play Isaac, having fun. I feel like it's been a minute since I've done something like that. And so I decided let's have it be this one. Also, it's fun considering it's a Jacob and Esau run. Honestly, not to like sound crazy or anything, but I feel like I was, what's the word I'm thinking of here? You've seen me play Jacob and Esau before, and you guys know I can get very upset at the game, one might say. I can get very, very, very upset at the game. Under certain conditions. So, it's nice to be able to play and not have to, I guess, kind of get mad, you know what I mean? It's nice to be able to play and not have to like get mad at the game, or I don't have to get mad, but you know, this game does something to me, man. This game calls to me in like the Green Goblin mask, and it triggers my flight or fight whenever we have a really bad Jacob and Esau run, and I'm just kind of relegated to, I mean, I'm relegated to just have me speaking be the main content because the run itself is bad, and that puts a little bit more pressure on me. But then I'm also like, you know, when the pressure gets on me like that in Isaac specifically, I be getting pissed at the game, you know. Not to like make excuses or nothing. It's just how it is in this sense. It should give me flight, right? These are all 1 hearts. I don't think any of them are worth it. It's brainworming me. It's brainworming me. You guys can hear me in real time lose my mind as the LeBron song starts calling my name, and I want to sing it, but I have to hold it back. I gotta hold it back like it's some kind of like demon or something, bro, you know? No holds back, man. Spider-Man, my goat. What are you guys' thoughts on power scaling and stuff like that? I think it can be fun at times. On occasion, it can be fun. But I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a few times when it comes to like things like power scaling where I have been a little like, what's the word I'm thinking of? Kind of like, not baffled, but it's like, there's no way you can think this is a real human being. You know what I mean? Like there have been debates all over the internet about different characters and such, and I'm not here to make points for any one specific character. I'm just kind of not speaking from experience, but I'm just kind of speaking on what I've seen, on like debates throughout the internet and you know, Reddit. Oh, Tony's speaking on Reddit again. I could feel his blood boiling right now. But it's not Reddit specifically. In this instance, it's not Reddit specifically. It's just like in general, you know what I mean? Because I was thinking of the subreddit who would circle jerk, which is like a who would win subreddit circle jerk, you know? And the who would win subreddit is essentially the thing I've been speaking on, where it's like, oh, power scaling, you know? This character is all potential or stuff like that, you know? And it's like, those arguments are kind of fun. One, you know, to have with friends, a friends discussion, in my opinion, IMO. You don't need me to go over that. I feel like I've, in the past, very much gone over how I feel about any sort of internet discussion with anyone that's not a friend, you know what I mean? I feel like you're just in for a rough time. Oh my god, we missed it by a few seconds, dude. Alright, we have gone up path, so we need to go down path now. Trust me, I know in the past I've definitely harbored this conversation before. Or like, you know, but I feel like arguing about anything with anyone other than your friends, I'm gonna be real with you, I think you're asking for trouble. At least to some degree you are, you know? That's how I feel. What was up with this room, by the way? Thankfully, we have Tech X and Sacred Heart, but I think this room was meant to make someone kill themselves in real life. Because what the actual fuck was that? You know what I mean? We saw the same thing too. I'm not trying to have anyone play dumb or anything. We all saw the same thing. That room was the epitome of hell. So what's this game's dealio, one might say? A. Reeves and Luka Don. The real big three, one might say? It's stuck in my brain. I am so freaking sorry. But like, dude, it's just, look, trust me, this is not Tony's take on hopping into the power scaling discussion, but it's just something fun to talk about in the meantime while I'm playing the rest of this run out. But it's like, dude, there are legitimate people out there that will... You know what I mean? People will scale characters in like these sort of arguments like, oh, who would win? Oh, they will use that whole like transitive property thing so much, which like in math might make sense, you know what I mean? To a degree. If you know what that property is, it's like the whole thing where it's like A plus B equals, like A is greater than B, and B is greater than C. Like, what is it? Okay, here, I have like one of the perfect things. Who has it? You have it. I don't think it matters who walks into it, but I'm just making sure. Red stew, nice. You know, let's say here, let's say this. We're gonna get a little crazy. We're gonna get a little crazy with this discussion. Might be thinking, Tony Wimmy, you're gonna get a little crazy with this discussion. Let me tell you. So, let's say one, you know, for example. In my opinion, this is just, you know, not even in my opinion. If this is pure example purposes, then we are example maxing. I can say whatever the hell I want. So, in theory, it's kind of something like, I'm trying to think, because I'm trying to make it reasonable. This is all in theory, but I'm also trying to make it reasonable for people to kind of like follow along and realize whatever the hell I'm talking about. So, I'm trying to come up with something here. So let's say there was like either some one-off like event thing in this one event or in this one thing. Oh, perfect. So I have a friend who is really good at fighting games, and then say I beat this friend in a fighting game. You know, I beat him. All right, you following along? And then that makes me better than him. In this instance, that makes me better than him. And then say we get someone who, this third party, let's call him Jay. Jay fights me. I whip Jay's ass every single time. No ifs, ands, or buts. I never lose. Okay? In this theory, I am the greatest, like, player of whatever it is I'm speaking on of all time. I feel like I'm making it a little complicated, and for that I apologize. So we're just gonna dumb it down. I constantly lose to my friend in a fighting game. Okay. If I constantly lose to my friend in a fighting game, he is like, just like by definition, he is the better player compared to me. Now, say I have another friend who plays, you know, let's say T. T constantly kicks my ass in fighting games, and I keep losing. And then my friend J comes in, kicks T's ass on like some one-off deal, or like, you know, he plays the better character, or he knows the encounter better than I do, so he kicks T's ass. And then me and T proceed to fight, and me and J proceed to fight, and I kick J's ass. That then, like, by this transitive property kind of deal, means because I beat J, who beat T, I am better than T. Even though if we truly pit each other up against ourselves, I would lose every single time against T. It's just in this scenario via this like whole transitive property kind of deal, because A, beat B, who beat C, that means I can beat C, which may not be the case if we're looking at it kind of truthfully. Like, you know, like if we scale it back a little bit and we look at it and we're like, no, that might not be true, you know? Different things could have led to the scenarios where, in this case, I beat J, who beat T, and stuff like that. You know, I feel like I made it a little more complex than it needed to be. And so for that, like I said, I apologize. I'm just a little dumb. You know, forgive me. But what I'm trying to say here is, like, that is like some people's entire ass arguments for like these whole battles, or like why this battle might not be as one-sided or something like that. I'll be real with you, brother. In my opinion, it's kind of a dumb argument, because that's just not how it works. You know what I mean? That's literally just not at all how it works. Because you put that into theory, but people will use stuff like that, or like some insane one-off feat, as they call it, is like a feature, you know? Like in this one instance where in this like very dire situation, this character managed to move at like 4 times the speed of light, which is like impossible or something. And it's like, and you know, it's just like, okay, well, he can go this. Like they just kind of take that to word, you know what I mean? They take that to heart where it's like, all right, this character has shown potential to be able to move past the speed of light. And it's like, yeah, in this like one instance or this one-off remark, you know what I mean? People be taking that to the to heart, my brother. And I'm gonna be real with you. It's not infuriating, it's not the word I'm thinking of, but it's like, obviously we're making bad faith arguments for this here, you know? You are misrepresenting this for the sake of your argument or something along those lines, you know what I mean? And it's not, I just can't agree with it. One, I'm gonna be real with you, I just can't agree with it. That's how I feel. A part of me cannot agree, I cannot stand with this. It sucks that one of my guys has way more HP than the other because I'm afraid of dying. I'm gonna be real. I'm afraid of Jacob dying just because he's not as super duper stacked as Esau. I mean, you see Esau's run here, brother. He kind of got, he has less items, but his items are more broken. You know what I mean? He's got less items, but bro's more based. Come on. Oh my god. Thank Sensor. Thank Sensor for being as peak as you are. That didn't do anything. I feel stupid. It's gonna do that move. Yep. If I have Sensor slow it down here, it should be way better. Yeah, but like, it's just like, bro, you know, people that low-key, that's the one thing that pisses me off the most, you know? That's the one thing that pisses me off the most in any sort of like power scaling or like who would win kind of scenario is like the use of this one-off feat, and it's like they just take that as gospel, you know what I mean? As like, this character in this one instance like literally became omnipotent. So that means this person got like multi-level what's it called? Like, you know, like multi-god level strength, or like, what's the word I'm thinking of? You know, this person is like literally godlike, and their strength cannot be matched by anyone. And it is Damocles, my goat. I'm sorry, I got excited. And you know, it's like you can't beat this. You can't beat this person because they are as strong as a god. Or it's like they can tap into that, and it's like, no, they can't just tap into it for it. Like, oh, bro's just gonna tap into his god status that under these like insanely specific circumstances is how it happened. But it's like, no, though he has potential to do that though. And it's like, no, he doesn't, bruh. No, he doesn't. You are delusional. You're delulu, as they say. You know what I mean? God forbid I say the word, but you're delusional. Delusional level take here, and it's like, forgive me, you know? Forgive me. But it's the truth, and it must be spoken on. Okay, sorry. I was waiting for my door to open, you know? Or for, you know, not my door to open, but those spikes to go down. For my opportunity to strike. You know what sucks? We were 4 seconds off Hush. I so could have did Hush, bro. I so could have did it. And you know what else sucks? I don't think we have any form of TP. So if we end up getting Delirium, that like we just gonna have to. We're just gonna have to deal with that. If we end up finding Delirium, we're just gonna have to deal with that like then and there. But I hope we don't have to, because for the betterment of all, I would like to be able to get as many items as I physically can to make this greater. You know what I mean? I want to try and maximize my 1 health for Jacob, but also 2, like any other things we can do. You know, we're oh, Sigil of Baphomet. Dude, stop giving us horrible items, man. It's crazy that we got Sigil of Baphomet. Like, if you guys don't know what it does, it makes it so whenever you kill an enemy, you get half a second of invincibility, and it stacks. So if I kill 3 enemies in 1 second, I get 1.5 seconds of invincibility. You know what I mean? It's really good. It is an insanely goated trinket, which is why I wanted to do that challenge to get it unlocked, because I knew it was going to be very, very strong. Now, of course, unfortunately, as much as I would like to give invincibility to my goat, Mr. Jacob, he doesn't have the killing potential to keep, you know, to keep the invincibility. So I think my best bet might be I'm gonna have to get rid of Crack the Sky, or get, if I can find a way, give Crack the Sky to Esau, or to Jacob. No. Give Crack the Sky to Esau. Shot speed, that's wrong. You don't want that. I want that. Also, by the way, yes, if you use any sort of like thing that can hit multiple times, you do not want shot speed ups. Since I am the lamb, hello? Again, this seems a little unfair. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I've already paid my dues to society. My lamb dues, one might say. Sorry, I'm trying to lock in because I hate the lamb. Don't die. There you go. Guppy's tail. If you were to get Guppy, it would be you. I would want it to be you that gets Guppy. But yeah, I'm just... Okay, I'm trying to make do with what I got here. But I want to give... My apologies, my brother walked into my room to say what's up. And I was mid-recording, so I didn't... My apologies. But yeah, like, I'm just... If I can get Sigil of Baphomet or any killing potential on this guy to Jacob, that would be 10 times easier. And I don't think that's possible, because I don't remember an active being anywhere on this spell here. We're just tearing through. Oh, that was beautiful. Bless you. Oh, have mercy on my soul. Dude. I'm not worried that we're not going to beat, what's his name? We're not going to beat Mega Satan or Delirium. I'm worried that Esau may die first. Jacob. I get these fuckers mixed up all the time. The one that sucks, the other one. You guys have seen enough of the run to know. It's because, I'm gonna be real with you, someone did comment the other day and asking me, like, do you have any tips for any Jacob and Esau unlocks? And I was honest. I was like, you know, I'm gonna be real with you, brother. I don't really got many. I hate these characters a lot. They suck, in my opinion. Because it's just, it's too much. But most people can't just handle controlling 2 characters at the same time. It makes things insanely complicated way more than it needs to. But what sucks is that these guys' unlocks are like the best in the game. I got Damocles, Red Stew, Rock Bottom. I don't know what we got from Hush. I'm gonna be real, I haven't been using my notebook with all like the unlocks anytime recently. Oh god, here he is. Okay. I've just kind of forgotten to use it. But okay. I didn't realize you had. What hit me? What the hell? This is the type of shit I'm talking about, bro. But okay, if we can just have Esau live, if we can have Esau, not Esau, Jacob live. I'm so, you know what's crazy is that the guy asked for advice. You know, they asked, do you have any tips for Jacob and Esau? And I said, this character is kind of really hard, but what I would do, in my opinion, is just stack up one character if possible. And that's kind of what this run is. I gave Esau Tech X instantly because he had this lower shot speed and the more damage. And Esau is my goat in this scenario here. I mean, look at him, man. You see what bro's doing? That was, I think, the worst time to use it. But honestly, I feel like Crack the Sky is never a good item to use in this scenario. Okay, yes. Crazy deal to just spawn bro there, but I needed the health. And now we got Land Body. Okay. I'm just worried because as Delirium gets lower, he starts getting crazy. And I'll try not to die here. But we're almost there. Dude, we're almost there. We're almost there. I know we could do it. I know we could do it. It's definitely no Mom's Knife Brimstone like that run I have had fucking like what 50 episodes ago now. Like, I don't even think, low key, I think this might be the hardest boss in the game next to Dogma. The Beast is mad easy. Beast and Horseman are kind of baby mode. Delirium and Dogma fucking blow. But it don't matter because we did it. Holy shit. What do we get? Suplex. Oh, I love that item. It's so dumb, but it's pretty damn good. Anyways, I want to thank y'all for watching. If you guys did enjoy, greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good day and or good night, depending on the time you're viewing this, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out, y'all.